Hi guys, Miguel here from Driven Performance, and this is our move update. I will be showing you the presentation that we had for our clients yesterday at the gym, and I'm going to try and give you basically the same amount of information in a much shorter amount of time. So please bear with me here. We're going to be moving through these screens, and as you know, it's time to move. It's been really packed, really busy for a while. So here it goes. Our new studio will be located at 4390 Boven Drive. It's a beautiful space. It has 2 rooms. It is nice and big enough to fit all of us right away. I mean, we're gonna have a lot more parking. We're going to have a front desk, so if you're coming in and you want to do a drop-in, you want to pay for something, you want to sign up, there will always be someone there, which is great because it really is needed today, and we don't have it, so it will be great to have. Another thing is, one of the things that we like to do, just because we are. The gym is not just something we do, it is also where we hang out with our friends and our in our social circle. We develop these strong relationships, so it is important for us to have a space to hang out, whether it's before or after our workout. If we want to sit down and just have a coffee or have a protein shake, or just hang out and chat for a few minutes, now we're going to have room as well for that, instead of having to just be standing around outside in the parking lot. So now we'll have a lounge area there. We're going to have 2 washrooms, which is great. So 2 washrooms. We're going to have a private area as well. There's going to be if you need to sit down and meet with us and chat in private or something, there's space for that as well. So that's awesome. And then I'm just pumped for this one too. We're going to have an office there for the trainers. And what that means is that now, instead of driving back and forth, from the gym to a coffee shop so that I can work on my computer, now I'll be able to just work right here and be here all day. So it's a matter of just increasing the the availability. I'll be right there. So if you need to chat or something, I'll be right there, which I'm really stoked for, just to be right there where you need me. Now, really, so why is this move happening? It honestly has been surprising to me to what degree the last thing in my mind when considering the move and the space and all of this, the last thing on my mind has been potential new clients. The first thing on my mind has been what the existing Driven Performance family need. We need a bigger space, not our future members. We need it right now. Our Zumba classes, you're dancing halfway out into the parking lot. There's no room into our 5 a.m. workouts. Our 9:15 a.m. classes are pretty packed too. And, and we have a lot of classes each day. So we need it. That's why. So this is a bigger home for a stronger family. Our priority is to provide our members with the motivation, knowledge, tools, support, and strength to transform their lives. So because that is our priority, not revenue, not number of clients, not any of those things, this is where growing smart becomes super important for me. That's why it's the second slide here. It's a matter of self-awareness for me, knowing what makes us different than everybody else out there, knowing what those key differentiators are and holding on to them, focusing on our strengths. So what we are best at is helping people transform their life through fitness and nutrition. What we are best at, our bread and butter, are the group workouts. A super high energy, amazing atmosphere. People just love coming in and leave with a smile. And that needs to be preserved. That is the priority. So there's not going to be workouts of 30 people. There's not going to be, the experience itself is super important, because that is what has brought all of you guys, our existing members, to fall in love with this, and to stick with this. It's sure the support and everything else that happens behind the scenes, but the day-to-day, the experience is extremely important, and that's a priority for me, that we maintain that. So now, new stuff to play with. This is something that as many of the changes that have come into DP have started from basically just observing our clients, asking for your feedback as often as we do, we do, and really paying attention to what your needs are. As many of our clients reach and crush their weight loss goals, our goals start to evolve. So what I am doing here is basically a response to that evolution of your goals. For those of us that evolve from weight loss into strength, this is precisely going to cover that need. So sometimes people come to me and they say, okay, well, I feel like I'm very close to my weight loss goal, or I may be there already. I want to get really strong. So how do I do that? Do we do one-on-ones? Is one a week going to be enough? Is two a week? What do you recommend? Do you write me a program and do I do it on my own? There's so many different options, but I realize that doing one-on-ones is, it can get really expensive, it can get pricey, so it's not for everybody. And not only that, we only have so many trainers, so this is basically my response to that. I will provide you guys with the space. We will have 24/7 access. So you're going to have a key card. You're going to be able to just go in through the door and come in and get your workout at whatever time you want. In these workouts, the open gym workouts, you're not going to be restricted to 45 minutes or to 1 hour workout. You come in, you get your workout, you're going to have, say, 2 hours to get it done. We are going to have workouts designed and written on board on the wall so that you can come in, and even if you have no clue what to do, it'll say there, beginner workout, intermediate workout, advanced workout. So you can come in, you can get that workout done and kick your own butt. We're gonna have a trainer on site as well. The little star is for, not 24/7, but maybe from, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. or whatever it ends up being. To basically, if you need a spot, if you need a modification, an idea, if you want some feedback on your form, the trainer is going to be there to support you. And this is a big one. This is just for us. The purpose here is not to have this space and have people, from other gyms be like, oh, this is sweet. Look, whole bunch of barbells, whole bunch of heavyweights. I can come in here. Oh, because I can tell you right away, there's going to be no restriction. You know how in some places you can't be too loud, you can't sweat too much, you can't grunt, you can't. That is not how it goes at DP. I actually expect you to be working your butt off, and to be grunting and yell if you want to yell and drop those weights. There's going to be, we're going to be setting it up with mats and everything, so you can't hurt the weights. If you need to drop them, drop them. You know what I mean? So this space is just for us. It is not for people that right now, for example, may be going to another gym and may say, oh, that's a pretty sweet option. I would like to come in. Hey, Miguel, can I come in and just do the open gym? No, because that's not, my priority is not to make money out of this. My priority is to provide my clients, our clients, with the tools, the space that they need as their goals evolve. So It is what it is. If you want to join the gym and you want to participate in some of our group workouts and use the open gym, by all means, you're more than welcome. Welcome to the family. But the last thing I want is for, 3 huge dudes come in and they don't know anybody in the room, but they're just lifting over there, giving people, funny looks. Like, that's not what I want. That's not what this is for. So, sorry, keep your money, go and spend it somewhere else, because this is just for us. Now, like I say, I'm going to teach you how to get the most out of this space. Some of you may be there. Some of you may not be interested at all. That's fine. For those of you that are, this is where we're going to start. So a 4-week program, $99 per person, only 6 spots available. We're going to meet once per week, 1.5 hours per week. The first half hour will be on a whiteboard, and the next hour will be training. I will literally go through theory, form, spot, how to spot each other, how to design your own workout, how to know when it's time to move on, to progress from that workout, and how to create that next workout for yourself so that you're actually seeing progress. Again, the priority here, guys, is just like, it doesn't matter how ridiculous your next goal is. If you want, I want to be completely ripped and I want to squat 500, 600 pounds, go for it. This is the space. This is how you do it. So the first heavy lifting program will start on August 3rd from 6 to 7:30 p.m. Once we move into the new space, we're going to have a Saturday morning heavy lifting program as well. This $99 program, that's the rate for our existing clients, as I say. If somebody, and by existing clients, I mean for people that are signed up, right, on our recurring package. If you're only doing a 6-week challenge or a punch card, or you do a drop in here or there, the rate for this program is $125. Again, prioritizing our members. Now, the one of the coolest things here is that at the new space we're going to have 2 separate workout rooms. We're going to have classes in both rooms staggered. So in room number 1, where most of our weights are going to be, our classes may be 5, 6, 7 a.m., right, in the morning. In the other room, they'll start a little bit later, 5:30 a.m., 6:30 a.m., 7:30 a.m. So now, whether you want to come and work out at 5 or at 5:30, that's fine. There's a class that starts at that time. You know what I mean? So room 1 is going to be where we do most of our weightlifting. The splits will look like this. So far, we've been doing chest and back on Mondays, arms on Wednesdays, and legs and core on Fridays. If you come on Tuesday and Thursdays, it's more of a whole body workout kind of thing. We're changing that around. There's nothing wrong with it. I've trained like that basically for the first, basically for the first 18 years of the time that I've been lifting, and it's great. As you can see, it works, and as you can see the results in our members, I mean, it works, right? It's a great way to build muscle and get stronger. This is another step, guys. This is bringing it up. I've been working in this way for the last, not even a year, and the gains in strength that I have made just in the last year are ridiculous. So that's why we're implementing this Monday push workout, Tuesday legs, Wednesday pull, and then it repeats. The beauty of this is that, for example, right now, compared to our current split, chest and back, arms and legs, if you come 5 days a week, you're hitting each muscle group hard once per week. In this new setup, if you come 5 days a week, you've hit every muscle group hard twice per week. So get prepared for a whole new level of muscle soreness. It's going to feel to you as it did for me when I switched. It feels like you're brand new to exercise. Like this is the first time you've lifted weights. Your body's going to struggle that much. But that's where the gains in strength come from, right? And now on room 2, a lot of these workouts are workouts that we know for a fact we want. Like obviously none of our workouts are going away. Core is not going away. Cardio boxing is not going away. Zumba is not going away. Survivor is not going away. But we have some ideas that we would love to share with you, some of them today, and then some others that we're just exploring to see how much interest there's in them. So we're gonna have core, of course, and we're gonna have 2. So just normal core class and advanced, core advanced. So that's going to be a little more advanced moves, a little bit more challenging, but I'm excited about that one. Survivor, of course. We're going to have a couple of different kinds of Zumba. Zumba, the normal Zumba that we do right now, and then we're going to have Zumba Strong. I'm going to show you a short video of Zumba Strong so that you can see what we're talking about. And then I'll be right back to this slide. Check it out.
First, we created a high-intensity interval training workout. Then, we applied another science: music. Moving in sync with music makes you work harder, dig deeper, and push yourself further. But we didn't create moves to a playlist. We reverse engineered the process. We created rhythms to reps and synced every set. The result? A Zumba-produced, perfectly synced fitness experience like no other. Introducing music-led interval training. Introducing Strong by Zumba. Let it sink in.
So that's Zumba Strong. We're super excited about it. Then we're gonna have yoga. I believe yoga is gonna be huge for us. We work our muscles hard, really hard. So for us to have that ability to have yoga maybe 3 times per week or something like that, maybe every night, that would be amazing. And it would complement our training great in great ways. Another thing that I really want to do is have a class where it's for parents with kids. We see it all the time. Like, you guys come in, you're working out in here, and your little ones, and even ours, they're just outside the door there, replicating every move that we make. They get down and they try their push-ups, they try their planks, their squats. I think there's no better example for us to set other than, hey, fitness is fun, man. Like, look at what you can do with your body. This is one of the best habits that you can help your kids develop. So in this class, maybe we would have it a couple times a week or something like that, maybe once on the weekends too. And it is for our parents that have kids. It would be great. You guys come in with your kids, and every person that comes to that class knows that there's going to be kids there. So nobody, nobody's upset because there's kids, and our priority during those workouts is to strengthen the relationship, with our kids, and to show them how fun fitness is. Right? So that's it. So don't expect, a survivor kind of workout, but it's going to be fun. It's going to be, kids are going to be laughing. We're going to find ways to make it challenging for you, of course, but the priority is to help our little ones develop those habits. Another one that I think would be hilarious and so much fun and such a good workout for our cardio would be dodgeball. This was not my idea. This was Katie's idea. There, I'm just getting brownie points for mentioning it, for admitting it. If we got some dodgeball, like those kind of balls, not like the ones that we have at the gym, but if we could be running around a room in teams and like crouching and jumping and moving and, sprinting one way and another, I think it'd be an awesome workout and it would be so much fun. So that's just one of those things that we're considering. And then another one that we know for sure we want is the pound rock out workout. I'm going to show you a quick clip on it. And then we'll be back. We just have a couple more slides, so please bear with me. We'll be right back. All right, guys, so that was our pound rock out. We're super excited. Katie and Fab are getting certified on it, so that if Fab needs to take a day off or whatever, she may be able to have it. Just kidding. So yeah, we're super excited about it. It looks so much fun. And then this is an important one for me. As you may know, I am certified in fitness nutrition, and I know my stuff when it comes to food and everything. I've tried to teach you guys as much of it as possible, but I also recognize my limitations. And my limitation is, for me, when we talk about food, it always has to do with how whatever you're eating impacts whether you gain or lose weight. So it's always fitness, nutrition, right? Okay, what is missing there, and I recognize it, is the health aspect of it. Because let me tell you something, and some of you may know this, you can hit your macros every day eating garbage. Sorry, for those that may not know what macros are, you may be able to hit your goals for calories, protein, fats, and carbs, even if you're eating mostly the wrong kinds of foods. So now what I basically set out to do was to interview nutritionists. The title itself, with all due respect to everybody out there, the title means nothing to me. I wanted to meet with them to find somebody. This is what's important for me. You need to be passionate about food. I am passionate about food, so this person needs to come not just knowing all of this stuff that I don't know, like how foods and different vitamins and different nutrients affect your body to get you rid of symptoms like these. They need to be passionate about it. There needs to be a reason why to them nutrition is important. So I looked out there and I met with quite a few, and I found a great person that I'm going to be announcing soon, and she will come in. Oh my God, this is just so amazing, guys. Every single one of our clients will have, of course, new clients too, but every one of our clients, you'll be able to meet with her, sit down, and tell her, hey, maybe I have poor sleep, or or my head hurts all the time, or I am one of those people that never sweats. I'm never she's gonna be able to help you with that, to give you feedback, and of course she's going to have meal plans as well. But she brings so much to the table. I'm just so excited, guys, because this is the next step for all of us. I think we can all agree that nutrition is by far the hardest thing for us to navigate in our fitness journey. So I am super pumped that we found this person, that's going to help us so much. So this is our last slide here, guys, and it's in regards to our memberships and some offers that we have for you. So most important aspect of all, your memberships are not going up. We've said it many times. It's a promise that we make. When you join DP, you lock your rate in, and as long as you don't leave, you keep that rate regardless of what the current rates are. So that's not changing. If you had any question about it, it's done. It's not happening. And now Open Gym. So how do you go about joining Open Gym? So you can go about it a couple ways. You can do a drop-in, and you would just pay your regular drop-in rate. Our drop-in rates are based on what package you have, what kind of membership you have with us. So for example, if you have a 12-month membership, your drop-in rate is going to be 50% the cost of a drop-in of someone that is just doing a drop-in, and that's it. A regular drop-in is $20. For our members, for our 12-month members, it's $10. So if that's your drop-in rate, $10, then that's what it's going to cost you to come into a session for Open Gym. You'll be able to sign up using our same Zen Planner app, and it'll just be, for example, it may say Open Gym, 5 to 7 a.m., 7 to 9, 9 to 11, and you'll be able to pick whichever one of those you want and just come in and get your workout, and that's it. That allows us to also restrict how many people will be able to be in the Open Gym area at any given time. This is important. Why? Because we go right back to that experience, right? If you just go to any random gym out there, the equipment is there, and there's for all you know, you may get there and all the squat racks may be used, or, there may be no set of 30-pound dumbbells for you to use because somebody else is using them. Well, we are going to use our scheduling application to make sure that we only let so many people in there so that everybody has plenty of room, plenty of equipment to do what they want to do. So you can do your drop-in rate, or you can just do unlimited for $50 per month. That would be a add-on to your membership. $50 if you think you're going to be, for some people this will make more sense than others, and that's fine. The offer is there. And then the other one is for 3 months only, and this is regarding just the group workouts, the workouts that you saw for room number 1 and room number 2. We're going to offer our existing members only the ability to bump up their memberships from 3 workouts per week to unlimited workouts per week for just $30 more than what you're paying right now. This will start on September 1st, and you will need to tell us whether you want to take us up on this offer or not by July 31st. And the reason for that is very simple, actually. We are going to be having twice as many classes as we have right now. Many new classes. We're going to have, on day 1, we're going to have the exact same number of members, So rather than having classes with because everybody will kind of spread out, right? So rather than having classes at 3 or 4 people, this is a way of saying, all right, you know what? Existing members, why don't you get to try everything first? Unlimited, as many classes as you want for just $30 a month. We'll do it for 3 months. At the end of those 3 months, you just go right back to what you were paying at the beginning for your 3 workouts per week. If you want to bump it up to unlimited, by then we will have figured out, what we can offer you. I do want to come up with an offer. Obviously we won't be able to continue to offer unlimited for just $30 more per month, but we'll find that sweet spot. It may not make sense for all of you to continue on unlimited, but for those of you that does, it's going to be there, right? So yeah, guys, so that's basically it. We do have a survey that I'll post the link here somewhere. It would be great if you guys could please fill it out. Basically, your feedback is what tells us, whether dodgeball is a good idea or a stupid idea. You know what I mean? So, this is your opportunity. It's it's completely anonymous. You don't have to give even your email address. Like, you just tell us what you think and how you feel. I do ask you that if you are like this survey is for DP members. If you're out there and you are watching this video and you're not a member of Driven Performance, if you're thinking of joining, then by all means, we appreciate your feedback, and yes, please fill it out. If you're not thinking of joining, then please don't give us your feedback. I don't know how to say that without it sounding rude. It's just that we are very focused on doing what we're doing for the people that want to be at Driven. And therefore, it is their opinions that count. It is their feedback that count. We have no interest in being everything to everybody. We just want to focus on what our members need and want. So I would really appreciate if you can fill out that survey. Yeah, guys, thank you so much. Sorry this took so long. I'm going to try and edit it and maybe make it a little bit shorter. But there it is. If you missed it yesterday, then here's the scoop. So I'll ask you right away, if you are interested in signing up for the Heavy Training 101, I'll just need you to message us right away, because I just offered this yesterday, and as of today, 2 spots are already gone out of the initial 6. So if you know that that's something that you want, then I'll ask you to please message us right away. Because there's only 6 spots available, it will have to be one of those things where the first person that can pay for it gets in. Because if you say, okay, I'm pretty sure that I'll join, I'll let you know in 3 weeks, and then for whatever reason you can't, then, just to avoid that, we'll definitely have more. So if this time around doesn't work, then it doesn't work for you, but we'll definitely have more. So yeah, thank you so much, guys, and let us know what you think in the survey. Thank you, and see you in the next one.